Oh nah. Oh nah.
You don't recognize your own theme music?
Of course I recognize that. You better see. You better, bro. They gonna start stealing that at some point. I seen somebody had posted that shit. I was like, bro, it's only a matter of time.
I was
They about
watching
to
one of
take
your
that.
videos. You said some shit like, "Oh, I hope the number." Oh no, it was one of your SoundCloud idols and shit. And somebody said, "Yo, play your theme music," and you was like, "No, I really hope y'all don't find that." I'm like, bro, niggas been found that song.
Nah, they found it, but they was low key about that shit. Somebody had uploaded that song, and I seen people was already flocking to it.
But that's
It's
about to be
only a
my
matter of
intro
time.
music, bro. That's my intro music for my podcast. So
Oh
you're gonna have
yeah,
to you gonna have to block me if you don't want to hear it.
Nah, we gonna have to square up. You gonna have to see me in person. I'm gonna have to take a flight to fucking Detroit.
I'm surprised you remember where I stay, but all right, for sure.
Nah, I remember that shit.
All right, so boom, y'all. This is a podcast. And what y'all believe of all people, it took me a long ass time to get this dude to agree because he takes like 4 fucking days to respond to one message. But I got Notorious Pat of Croc Gang ENT in the house, y'all.
Oh man, what's good?
I was expecting you to say Amiri because you mispronounced my name pretty much ever since you've known me.
That's not your name, Amiri?
It's Amir, bro. I've told you this.
Bro, your name is spelled Amiri. So where does that
I've been getting it my whole life, bro. But here's the thing. Like I told you it was just Amir and you was like, all right, I got you. And then you go right back to Amir.
Nah, I don't think you ever told me. I would have remembered.
Bro, are you in the fucking
people, bro,
are you in the airplane or some shit, bro? What's with this audio?
Nah, I'm not in an airplane, bro. I told you I'm on my little nature trail right now, getting some sun. Nature pack.
He walking around the DMV woods, y'all. He coming across DMV bears and DMV hyenas and shit.
Walking on the train tracks, getting the full nature effect and shit.
Oh,
what's
man.
Good, bro? It's been a minute.
It has been, but it's been a minute on your end, dog. Everybody know where I've been. I'm still uploading. I still got my own podcast. I done started. People ain't seen you in a minute. Where have you been?
Hey man, I've been on my podcast too. I've just been taking a little mental clarity break from everything else.
All right, so this is the first question that I typically ask like all of my guests on the podcast. Which if you didn't know, that's actually the title of it. It's called "This a Podcast."
It's a podcast.
That's the name of it, yeah.
Okay. All right.
My first question that I typically ask all my guests, bro. How do you feel about the state of your YouTube channel like right now? Like, you happy where your channel at? Do you wish something big could change? How you feel about where your channel is right now?
We starting off strong, shit.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, I'm cool on my end, you know. Like I always hit these rough patches like there's like always a period for like 2-3 months that I'm just like kind of losing it mentally, and I kind of just need to regroup. And it's like I'll be the main person in my way of like stunning my own growth and shit. And like I don't know, I kind of came to a realization that I'm just not pressed on like, you know, like a fast pace come up and shit like that. Like I'm cool just like, you know, going at a pace that I can actually handle, you know?
I think every YouTuber hits that point where like it's like the demotivation and shit. You just like, man, I don't even know if I care about this shit sometimes.
Yeah. And it's like sometimes I just be like so detached from my own shit that it's like I don't even know if I really have the same passion for it as I did when I was starting off. But it's like I know the same way I started my channel, like I know I want to do something in entertainment, and I know like I feel like I got a calling to like create something that's bigger than myself. So like you were talking about you wanted to do like a question about like what got you into YouTube to begin with. That was kind of like it felt like that was like the easiest outlet to do so, because like I just grew up on YouTube, so I kind of knew how the website worked and everything like that. But like
I grew up on it too, but it went to the point where I wanted to start my own channel. Like I didn't get really interested in YouTube to like 2007 ish, and yeah, I used to spend hours on hours just on the fucking site just watching anything. But I never had. Yeah. I was never one of those little kids. I was like, oh, I can grow up and do this. That didn't happen 2017. I'm like, man, let me start this YouTube video shit, and it's history from there.
Nah, yeah, it was always like an idea in the back of my head. Like a lot of it too was just like I'll be watching other people's shit. I'm like, bro, I know I could make like this dude doing well. I know I can make better shit than him.
I remember you saying that about a Ha Davis skit one time about the Black Friday shit when he had the little Rocky theme running with the shopping cart. You was like, bro, I can easily do this shit.
Yeah, because it's like Ha Davis is funny, but it's just like like that type of Instagram comedy is so like low production, low everything. Like there's really like little to no thought put into that shit. Like it's just like 30-second recording, voiceover, and then that's the video. Like you just gotta scream and yo, big fella every 15 seconds, and you got a video that's about to hit a mill.
Yeah, he got the same like shtick that he used for every single.
Yeah,
video.
yeah, nah, but it works for him though. He's
Croc Gang, yeah, that's me.
Bro, if I ever chanted that shit out, they need to cancel me.
But you already that leads perfectly into another question, bro. So you already know what I gotta ask. What made you pretty much stop with the skits, bro? You had the when people can act like they know the lyrics to Dreams and Nightmares, the Lemonade Stand skit, and then you just never went back after that.
Nah, because it was like, first of all, I had recorded them shits like months before I even dropped them. Like I was teasing them shits for a while. Cause like I made 2 and I fucked with them, but it's just like I didn't have enough motivation to keep doing that either. And it was like that's just kind of, I don't know, that's not really what I was.
But you really say you wanted to do that shit though?
Nah, I want to do skits, but I want to do like actual like short story vibe skits. You know, like some effort put into that shit, like some 5-minute skits that you would see in like old school YouTube or something, like, you know.
But not the small, like little 30, 40-second ones.
Yeah. It's like I could if I really wanted to, but like I don't know. It's just not my style.
The ones you had were cool though, like the lemonade one. You was like, this guy's selling lemonade on our turf.
Yeah, yeah, they were cool, but it's like I don't know. Even posting shit on my Instagram, I don't even like really posting shit on my Instagram. Bro, especially when I be posting music related shit on there, they be coming from my ass.
I was expecting you to make like 7 or 8 more skits, but after the lemonade one, you never came back. I'm like, okay, he gave up real fucking quick on that shit.
Yeah, nah, it was just like I didn't see like I saw the vision with it, but I don't know. That's kind of the thing too. It's like everybody, like if I don't know, like if you got talent for shit, like you'll figure something out, you know. Like I feel like a lot of people, they just like follow what somebody else is doing because that shit is popular, and they know, like, you know, like when the whole reaction wave was going, bro, there was so many people that was doing that shit that was no different from anybody else, and then it's just like.
It's funny because everything you saying is like so perfect, like so far. Like I'm able to think of like new questions off rip just about the shit you saying. One of the things that you just said about how you feel like some people just be following trends. You ever notice how it be channels that be having like 1,000 or 2,000 subs, but then they be having video of like 200K, and it's always those public interview videos and shit. Like asking, going out in public and asking girls like what how they rate me.
Nah,
or,
the worst ones are the World Star ones, because it's like. They steal the questions verbatim of like, what weighs more, a pound of cotton or a pound of stone? It's like,
or a
my
feather
God,
or some shit.
We've been hearing this same shit. It's been a pound for each since fucking 2014. Like it's time to think of some new jokes.
Or how many feet are in an inch? That type of shit.
Yeah, like at the very least, switch it up. Is a pound of apples better than a pound? You know what I'm saying? Like. This is like there's really just like.
But I was coming across so many channels and so many videos that it'd be like that public interview style about music, or they be stealing from World Star related. And every single time I come across one of those channels, bro, the channel those videos be having like 400K views, but the channel be like 3,000 subscribers.
And that's what I peeped when I did the little public interview on my channel. I was like, because
you was at a tailgate or some shit, right?
Yeah, I was at a little tailgate, but I was thinking about even making that a series. And I was like, I had an HBCU edition that I was trying to do and everything, but that shit didn't come into fruition because we went to Howard, and Howard's football game was just like dry. Like there was parents in the stand. It was getting a little awkward, so we were just like, nah. It was like 75% parents in the stand. I was like, I'm not.
I ain't trying to do no ignorant shit over here.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to act a fool, but shout out to Howard, bro. But yeah, it's like when I was thinking of doing that content, I was looking at that shit. I was like, all right, there's a bag somewhere in here. I just gotta find that shit. And like, I mean, that video that I dropped, it was cool, but like, it was cool. But
those white girls that was in the video, I thought you were trying to talk to them for a minute.
even that video took a while to edit and everything. Like I tried to do my own little style with it too. I wasn't even trying to like steal like shit that already existed. Like I had the little bubble answers and shit. You know, I was
Yeah, hip hop no world star.
trying to make my own little vibe with it. But yeah, I don't know. I think just like making series is just kind of like I gotta either like if like though I'm on that ass shit, like I know that shit's gonna like, you know, that's what people be wanting. So it's like that's a series I'm like, all right, if I feel like making one, I'll just make one because I know people gonna fuck with it. But like a lot of times I'll be like having ideas for series and I'm just like sometimes it'll just be like a one-time thing because of just like circumstance and how much effort it takes to gather up everything.
That's actually the reason why, because pretty much every video on my channel is a part 1. I just don't call it that. Like a 5, like whatever. Like a person will only know one of my videos is a part 1 when I release part 2. Like I don't ever put part 1 in one of the titles of my videos. I just make it, and then like, oh, you'll know it's part 1 when it come out in the future. I can make pretty much anything, and people would be like, oh, you should definitely make this a series. I'm like, nigga, it is. Pretty much any video I make is a series. And of course, one of the main things people tell me all the time is that I should do top 10s and shit. And the reason that I don't is one, I would much rather make 2 top 5s instead of 1 top 10 because that's 2 separate videos, so that's more money, that's more viewership and whatnot. And another reason is honestly because sometimes I can't even think of 10 fucking things to put on the list. I get stuck at 7, and I'd be like, you know what?
That's a lot of fucking effort too for just one video.
Exactly,
you know?
exactly. Like so I'd rather just stick at 5.
Yeah, you could get a solid 6-7 minute video out of just 5. So it's like I'm not like even those longer videos that I would be doing, like them shits would take some effort, bruh. Like they all take effort, but them shits was taking some effort just to get to like 12. And I wasn't even trying to make them that long. But then when I was seeing how much effort it was taking, I was like, all right, I gotta like ease up on myself. This is getting ridiculous.
I honestly don't think that some people appreciate that about your editing, bro, because that's something I heard you say before.
Bro. Like I had to ease back on that shit because I'm like, damn, y'all not even appreciating the effort I'm putting into this shit.
That's something that I think I think you mentioned before about how, bro, like my videos just be simply taken. It was something you mentioned during your going in the right direction video. I think that's what it was called. You just said, yeah, but my video just be taking too fucking long. And the reason, I mean, I don't know if this is gonna be your answer, but at least from what I'm assuming, your videos be taking so long because you be finding different pictures or different videos to use for like every word that you say. So that should be taking forever.
Yeah, like I really had like my own form. I really be doing like my own formula with shit. Like I don't be trying to like look over my shoulder and see what somebody else is doing. But it's like that shit just was like stunning me so much. And it was cool. Like it's cool when like they treat you as like one of those people that can just disappear, and when they come back it's all love. Like I'm kinda in that place right now too. Like that's why I'm not pressed to be like, because every time I try to like get into a rhythm of like a schedule and everything, I just get burnt out so quickly. And
oh like, hell like, no! That's one thing I never recommend to anybody who wants to start a YouTube channel. Do not have a fucking schedule. Make videos whenever you want to.
Like I can't even understand how people be doing that shit. Like people really got like banners that be saying like every Tuesday, Thursday. I gotta
exactly like, new video every Wednesday and Friday.
Do not expect that from me, my guy. You are gonna be lucky if you get 1 to 2 this year. Like fuck. But,
that's why I never started that shit for the exact same reason you said, bro. I be looking at people's channels, it be in their banner, or they'll say in the video like, "Oh, subscribe to my channel, new videos every Friday." I'm like, bro, the main reason why I don't have a schedule is because I do not want YouTube to feel like a job. I want it to feel like a hobby that I do in my spare time.
Yeah, and that's I really just hit that point too. Like the podcast is easier to be consistent because number one, it's just like you're hanging out with your friends and shit. So
you can upload whenever you want.
Yeah, it's already super laid back. It doesn't take, like, you see how I edit them. Like, sometimes I'll be, like, putting pictures and shit so people be knowing, like, what we're talking about and shit. But for the most part, it's super laid back editing, low effort. You know, it's like, if the roles were reversed, like, on some H3 shit, and I had, like, a big-ass following on the podcast, and then whenever I dropped on the main channel, they're like, oh, this shit's about to be good. I'd be really content with, like, that style. Like, if you want to see me consistently just tap into the Notorious Pat show, and then it's like when I drop on the Croc Gang channel, you know, it's about to be like a little movie or whatever, you know. But like, cause people be trying to like like there was I'll be getting so many messages of if you just uploaded weekly, daily, like you would be so much bigger. It's like, first of all, my God, this shit took over 24 hours to make. So how is daily about to work? How is
Oh,
how
trust
we
me, I
about
get
to
that shit
get?
all the time, bro. Like even then, my videos not even something that take like a super. Well, they don't take like a super long time to make. It's just I'm not about to burn myself out over it. People tell me all the time, like, bro, you
Yeah,
should upload every week instead of every 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm good where I'm at. Nah, I'm not doing that.
yeah, and a lot of it too is like I just be scrapping like so many ideas that like it's just not coming out the way that I want it to. Like I don't like forcing
Okay, you know
videos,
what?
you know?
That you saying that leads to a good question. Let me say this real quick. Has there ever been okay? Because you said you sometimes you just scrap ideas. Have there ever been a video where you thought of the idea, like you probably like had your script ready, you knew what you was going to talk about, and then out of nowhere you was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm not even going to make this. Has that ever happened?
I mean, there's definitely been a few times where I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not even gonna make it. But a lot of times, like, I'll be rough drafting shit for so long that I'll see like some shit happen into fruition that I just wasn't prepared for. And I was like, bro, if I actually would have like finished this video, this shit would have banged. Like I had this whole video idea of like why Soldier Boy is like a legend or whatever before he went on that rant of like I'm a living legend. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally like could like they would have been the same way that like there would be other times where they would be like, oh, you told the future or whatever, like on that 6ix9ine video or some shit. Like they would have been like, bro, this man is really like a shaman or something. This man, this man predicting the future every
So
time he
you felt
touches
like
the
some
mic.
shit would have blew up had you dropped it at the right time.
Yeah, no, that was a million. That was a mill in the bag right there. Because even that video game one that I did, that don't sell like what 200K.
Bro, I
That's
fucking
all.
love that video. Like
That's all doing,
$400, damn,
bro. And I like,
$150. Good lord,
bro. And I was I
$6.
was.
I love that shit, dog.
Nah, I dragged that video out so much too. Like it took a lot out of me to get that shit out there. Like I don't know, there would be points where like I would just be so burnt out from making those type of videos that I wouldn't even watch them when I drop. I was just like that one that you said your girl was fucking with when I
Oh, the
was like
2019 XXL video, yep.
yeah, I think I might have watched that like once or twice after I dropped it and then just never again. Cause that shit, bro, that shit took so much effort, but it was just like
the thing with me too, bro, I know exactly what you mean. I relate to that because some videos that I be dropping, bro, I be dropping them way after. Like, okay, let me look at my videos real quick. The last video that I uploaded and I actually made it like in that same time frame where my 2 videos ranking every J. Cole song. Other than that, bro, pretty much every video I have on my channel was made like 3 months before I uploaded it. And I have a video called "Is a Lyric Automatically Bad If It's Worded Wrong?" I uploaded this fucking video June 12th. I made that video back in January, bro.
yeah,
I had that shit just sitting in my archive for like 5 months.
Bro, there's so many videos like that too that I will have the idea for like months before I even like am able to put that shit out. Like I'll tell you, like that old head video, I had thought of the idea. Like I think I dropped that of March that year. I had that idea since at least December. But it was just like I wanted to take my time with it and like get whatever I was trying to make that video be.
Trying to word it in the best way and
just
stuff.
happened to come. Yeah, but it was and then
I resonate with what you're saying because I think another video of mine that I have is called "Does Relatability Matter in Music?" That video is another one where I thought about that idea back in February 2019, bro. February 2019. Yeah. I saw some shit. I was on Amino one day. Somebody was talking about how J. Cole, people only love him so much because he can't relate to him, but that don't really mean shit. I'm like, you know what? Let me save this post. I might need this in the future. Bro, a whole 20 months passed, and I finally made a video about it.
Yeah, nah, it be a lot of shit like that too. Like I still got this idea for a video that's like it's still pretty relevant right now, but it's just like I had that idea. I've had this idea since like last summer. And I was just like, I have all these screenshots saved from at the time, and I'm just like,
yep. I know what you mean, bro. I've been having screenshots in the fucking gallery, just chilling.
Yeah, bro, it's chilling for fucking years. just untouched. I gotta dust the spider webs off before I click on them joints.
Because sometimes you be saying shit, you be like, this may come in handy in the future video. Let me keep this.
And then like a whole year passed. I'm like, why the fuck did I screenshot this? Like, what was so significant about this shit?
But you brought up a good point earlier, just to lead into another question, and it was actually two things you said that combines perfect into this next question. You brought up your music,
Right.
and you brought up how you don't really like posting shit on Instagram like that, especially when it comes to your music, because people they be just expecting the "I'm on that asses" video and stuff like that. And one time you
Yeah.
had said that the I'm on that ass is pretty much all that people be wanting. And this brings up another point. Like this, another thing about the podcast, like, bro, I'm pretty honest here, bro. Like, even if you ask me shit, I'll be very honest with you about like my feelings about tour shit. So I really wanted to ask you something. I once saw you post a video, I think it was about one of your songs, or I think it was your academics parody or whatever. Say, Pat Stacks like flopped or something like that. It was like a little parody you did. And
Oh yeah.
somebody
I said
commented
lace
has
potato.
yeah.
Lace
Somebody had
potato
commented
flop.
saying, like, bro, Pat, we don't care about your music. Just make the "I'm on that ass," but that's all we want from you. And you said something like, "Oh, that's funny. I don't remember asking you, my guy." Like something like that.
Yeah, and then they got mad at me. They got, I mean, granted, I guess like I'm just supposed to be the bigger man every time somebody got something to say. But like, so I wasn't even like 100% serious when I made that little post. I was like, all right, if you're gonna be trolling me, I'm gonna just promote my music and troll back or whatever. But
The reason I brought up the
yeah, I
whole
mean,
honesty point because I wanted to ask you, like, I mean, because like as much as YouTubers, the thing about it, you gotta have some tough skin, bro. You be reading comments and you be like, bro, like, what's wrong with y'all
yeah,
niggas?
nah,
Y'all really
like.
trying to bring me down with this shit.
Yeah, like it's different from the perspective of like if you're just a fan and you just like you the one commenting and shit and you like if you're just like an anonymous commenter, you're not gonna be thinking like how many of these hate comments that people be getting on a daily basis. It's like
Yeah.
I don't even really be getting hate comments like that, but like sometimes I'll be reading some shit that really like I don't know if it ruins my day, but it definitely like throws me off a little bit. Like sometimes I'll be ready to type a paragraph. I'm like, I'm like 4 sentences in on this comeback that I got for this guy. I'm like, bro, it's just not worth the effort. Like it's time to log out and like go outside or some shit.
Bro, that's the thing.
Like,
I mean, okay, this is actually something that before I get to that, let me ask you real quick. And this is the reason I brought up the whole honesty point because I wanted to ask you, it's exactly how much does that on some real honest shit? Exactly how much does that bother you when you drop a new song, you want to promote your music, and then the moment you make a post about it, people immediately say, "Bro, what's this? But we ain't come here for no music, bro. Make another I'm on that ass." Like, how much does that be getting to you?
I mean, it used to get to me when it used to really get to me when I would do like whenever I would drop a skit in a vlog or something, and they would be like, yeah, don't care, didn't ask. See you, see you during the next I'm on that ass. And it's like, cause I'm like, I seen like you had talked about it in your last little clip that you did when you the Isaiah the Player one. I was watching that one before I hopped on here. You had said something about like sometimes you don't be getting the views that you be expecting, and it's like, damn,
Yep.
like it kind of hurt. It kind of hurt at first, but it's like I just gotta kind of take it in stride. Like I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes I'll be seeing like the view difference between like a video aside from like that I'm on that ass or whatever, and this is like, damn, like y'all not like everybody that's watching this is fucking with this, but I don't know, it's whatever.
I mean,
Like
that's something as
like
YouTubers we definitely got to get used to as well because especially with me, bro,
yeah,
my channel pretty much blew up off the XXL shit. So around
yeah, and it's
the
like.
beginning of 2018 and shit, bro, that was something I noticed. If it wasn't an XXL video, I wasn't getting shit. People was not watching anything
Yeah,
I was posting. I'm like, damn, y'all really don't care about me unless it's an XXL video. That shit
yeah,
tough.
nah. That's what really be hurting the most. It's not even the fact that like I put all this effort into this video or whatever. Like especially towards the beginning, it felt like I had a real strong connection with my followers that I had because it was like an easy enough following to have a connection with. Like it wasn't like super big, but it wasn't small enough that I couldn't move however I wanted to.
Right.
Like when I had like less than 10,000 subs, every time I dropped a video, it was like every subscriber was watching the video, it didn't matter what I posted. And then over time, it's just like the commentary videos was what became so popular. And then over time, I just had to kind of come to terms with it. Like, all right, this is clearly what 99% of my fucking followers found me for. So it's like, especially now, like I'm not even on that time of like oh, they're not fucking with my other shit. Like, you know, I worked so hard on these other videos and these songs and shit. Like, I'm not even on that time anymore. Like I just I linked up with my man's Brandon. You know the BDX that I did I Need to Grow Part 3 with.
You know what's crazy? I actually have that shit actually on my phone already, like
Yeah,
already pulled
bro,
up. Because I was about to tell you that that's my favorite intro, like of all time, like of all the songs you done made. Yo, what's up? This is BDX the Dong. That whole part is fucking hilarious, bro. That's like my favorite song by you.
We was working on another joint.
I need
right
a girl
now.
that don't be posting every minute on the gram. Keep shit discreet. I don't want to meet your friends. They say I'm bad news till I pull up in the back. I fucking love that song, dog.
Bro, they sleeping on me, bro. That's what I'm saying too. Like, people be doubting like how creative I am. Like, I'm at least get like if I actually stick to this shit, I'm at least get one. Like, and when I get that one, nobody is gonna take that shit away from me. They gonna be sick as shit in the comments.